How many guys in college won 2 national championships? Billy Donovan certainly should be in the Hall of Fame.
The guy has a conviction inside of him that most people that I've ever met just don't have.
He was bold and would take risks. You literally can't pace with it.
Here was a guy at every level who everybody said, this is as far as you can go. You can't go any farther. And he's always said, no, I could do more than this.
Gators win in the opening of the Billy Donovan.
I think he's exceptional at dealing with professional athletes.
They're playing hard for Billy Donovan. The most important piece of all this, and I think it's why he's been so good in college and so good in the NBA, is his ability to connect with people.
To have a coach who cares about you, winning and losing is top priority, but it's about more than that. And I think that's why he's been able to win at every level.
My dad coached CYO, and that's really when I first started to really enjoy it. He wasn't one of these dads that was going to force me to play, but he told me what it was going to take if I wanted to do it.
He grew up on Long Island, but he pushed himself. He goes to Harlem and he goes to Bed-Stuy, all the toughest places in New York to play, to inject himself, to challenge himself. His dad basically said, you have a chance to get a free education. Take it. No, I can play Division I basketball.
Number 34, a senior, 6'1", from Rockville Center in New York, Billy Donovan.
I first met Billy. He's a couple years older than me. I was a freshman. He was a junior at Providence, and Pitino came in. He's trying to win Coach Pitino's favor and become a legitimate Big East basketball player at that time.
Billy Donovan came into my office. I said, Billy, let's go in the gym. I want to work you out and see what you need to improve on. And I beat Billy something like 15-1, 15-0, 15-1. And I said, here's what I want you to work on. I want you to work on these offensive moves and come back after Labor Day and I want to see a different person. The following year, he was kicking my ass 15-0, 15-1, 15-2. And he was no longer Billy Donovan. He was now Billy the Kid, the fastest gun in the East, and carried us to a Final Four on his back.
Here comes Billy the Kid. Right.
I didn't think he'd be a good coach because he was so humble, so shy, and so nice. You got to be a little tougher to be a coach. And when he got between the lines, he was a lot different. If something went wrong, he'd take off his shirt, put his jersey on, and he'd show the players how to do it. And I knew at that point he was going to be a great coach. It was just a matter of time.
He made me touch every facet of the program, where I was a video guy. I was like a recruiting coordinator. I had to run basketball camps. Yeah, that 5 years there with him, there was no doubt in my mind that I had experienced everything I could as an assistant to be prepared to be a head coach.
He'll do it the right way. He'll work very hard, and I'm just convinced that the product that he ends up putting on the court is going to be something that makes this university tremendously proud.
Billy Donovan, 30 years young.
When I met him for the first time and I get into the gym, you know, it wasn't a gimmick. He wasn't trying to sell me something to come to the University of Florida. The way that he talked about basketball, somebody who worked his ass off to get to where he needed to get to.
Settle back and enjoy another exciting season of Florida Gators basketball.
Coach Pitino, when he coached us, he was 33, and he used to get in our practices. And it was all about pace, high-octane offense, high-octane defense. And I think that's what totally influenced what he's been as a coach.
I remember him putting me in a game. I caught the ball in the post and I hear him, go get him, Hughes, go get him, go. To know that my coach on the sideline is telling me, it's your time to rock and roll. I was seeing it on the day-to-day. The way he connected with his players, the way the players respected him and genuinely loved him.
Just excited about the opportunity to play with these guys and just the coaches and the staff.
If you want to know why we won, you can see their commitment on their faces. That's why we won.
I don't think he really gets enough credit. I can say that. All the players on our team would say that.
I believe that that group should go down as one of the greatest teams in the history of college basketball. They're the only team in the history of the game that started off the season unranked and won a national championship, and started off the season ranked #1 in the country and won a national championship.
I don't know how he did it, but We really believed in him.
Tonight is not about the past, and it's not about the future. It's about right now. And you guys have got to want this night to last forever.
The Gators have won the national championship, and they've won by 16 points. They dominated UCLA tonight.
You know, the biggest thing that I have to be able to do is be at peace with myself. You know, does that mean next year all of a sudden I say, okay, well, you know what? I won a national championship, therefore I can just coast through it. You know what? I'll have a team in front of me next year that deserves my best and deserves the same thing.
Billy Donovan with a big smile on his face.
The coaching job that Coach Donovan did, it was incredible. I don't even like to say coach with a father figure that I believed in and that I knew had my back.
We're going out tonight.
I remember losing to Tennessee. We would have been #1 team in the country. It was our first time going to be #1, and we lost at the buzzer. We get back to Gainesville at 3 a.m. You know, he comes to the dorm to come and talk to me, Al, and Corey, and Torian at 3 o'clock in the morning. He showed how much it meant to him.
The seasons are emotional. There's ups and downs. Coach had this way of cutting that tension with enjoyment and humor. You know, he wanted everybody to enjoy coming to work. He enjoyed coming to work. Whether it's a good win or bad loss, you kind of set the tone the next day for your players. He's able to just connect and get the most out of them. I really feel like since he's gotten to the NBA, he's been a master at that.
All right, play through the contact. Play through the contact. All right, here we go. Come on.
There's Long Island's Billy Donovan after such a successful college coaching career, 19 years at the University of Florida, now the head coach of OKC.
The college level and the NBA are very different. And the thing that I think is a separator for Coach is his endurance.
You guys are in good shape. Let's get in great shape and have the mentality we'd be the best conditioned team in the league.
That determination, that endurance, you literally can't pace with it when you work for him. It's really motivating and humbling at the same time.
21 years as a college head coach, a couple of years at Marshall, and then obviously a very successful 2-decade run with the Florida Gators.
You don't ever see him get upset. You don't ever see him yelling at the players. And, you know, I mean, he talks to them like men, treats them like men, and you can tell they respond.
Guys, just right here real quick. Let's not worry about what's going to happen tonight. Let's make sure we get good work in today. We really need good focus and attention to detail and good energy.
The first day I met him, you know, I told him I like to be coached hard. He told me that he can fulfill that for me.
Because we got to put the work in. If that thing gets rebounded, it's outletted to Kobe. We just can't have 4 guys jogging to that side of the floor and just going into logo every single time.
He's a great communicator. He's a great motivator, and he gets the locker room bought into what he's trying to teach.
You can't treat every player the same. Billy knows where to pride and where to praise. And just a wonderful, wonderful coach.
He would always do this lecture in college when he'd tell all these kids that people can tell you how tall you are, people can tell you how much they weigh, but you are the person that determines the size of your heart.
Billy, Hall of Fame.
Come on.
He put guys in position to succeed as a result of what he went through. And he understanding that the only barriers you put on yourself, the ones you put on yourself.
Billy is just going to be Billy Donovan. He's just going to be a person that loves the game, great love to teach the game. He's a genuine person. Anything you need from Billy, he'll be there for you.
This is the relationship that it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have a lifelong relationship with your coach and acknowledge what he's done for you, what you've done for him, and friends for life.
Whenever you see former players that he's coached in the NBA, like before the game or whatever, they seem really happy to see him. His ability to impact people is what stands out the most.
This guy is still friends and connected to everyone in his life that is part of this journey, and every one of us would tell you that the guy is, at the essence, the core, he's the same guy.
It's not about me. There's a lot of people to be thankful for. I've been really, really blessed that I've been surrounded by some incredible people that put me in this situation to be able to do this. This is a culmination of a lot of different people that have done a lot for me in my life. Without them, I wouldn't be sitting up here, and I really, really mean that.
He's done it all as a player, college coach, NBA coach. He's really touched so many bases. And now the greatest honor of them all, the Naismith Hall of Fame.
He's been successful really in everything he's done in life, off the court, life on the court, back-to-back championships in Florida. A great addition to the Hall of Fame.
Coach, congratulations. It's the highest individual honor in basketball.
So proud of you and the person you are. You're one of my best friends.
Big time Hall of Fame. You deserve it. We're so proud of you, man, and we're so happy to be here for you. You deserve it.
What you've meant to so many of us that you've included in this amazing basketball journey of yours is appreciated. We love you, I love you, and couldn't be happier for you.
You're so deserving. I'm so proud as your friend and coach. It's so special and so well deserved.
What we got? Hall of Fame on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hall of Fame!